the article manager. This is probably where 95% of you will be spending 95% of your time. So go ahead and put in your username and password and click login. We're at the control panel again, and what you're going to want to click on is we're going to go on to the article manager. As you can see, and what I'll do is down here at the bottom, you can click the drop down all, so you can view all your pages that you have here. As you can see, some of them I have not categorized them in a section and category, and others I have. I have a section and category called bios, I have frequently asked questions, and I have the news. Simple. Just to let you all know that probably on most of your sites, what I've done is any of the actual pages on your web page, I've made them uncategorized. That way it's a little bit easier for you to see what is actually the pages of the website versus news that is maybe pulled up in another section. So we're going to, what we can do, there's a couple different ways that you can view this to make it easier on you, especially those of you that have larger sites. If you know what you want to look at, if you know you want to look at uncategorized pages, all you have to do is sort it with the drop down in this section to uncategorized. Makes it a little bit easier for you to work in the back end. So then what we're going to do is go over the different section right in here. Obviously you have the titles. This column is the publish column. As you can see with the green check mark, everything I have here is published. Right here, it's very easy. If there's something that you know that needs to come down ASAP, all you have to do is click on it, and it unpublishes it right away. If you know you made a mistake and you wanted it back up, all you do is click on it again, and it publishes it. So it's very, very easy. Same with the front page. If you want to make sure the team assignments is on the front page, all you do is click on the button. So it's very, very simple. The access level, your pages are always going to be public, so you pretty much don't need to worry about that. And the order, you can change the order, but you know, I'll tell you, it just depends on how, you know, the order of your articles is totally dependent on how your menu is set up, and I'll show you that in the menu tutorial, but I'm not going to go over it right now because it could get way too confusing. So let's go on to looking at one of the articles that we have. So we're going to look at the compression tees for sale. All you do is click on it. Brings up a very easy, very familiar, what you see is what you get editor. Some of you have more things going on here than others. It depends on which what you see is what you get editor I have installed. Some of you have a more advanced one. If you don't see all these buttons and you'd like to see that many, all you have to do is let me know, and I will make sure your editor looks like this and has that many options available to you. In the article, what you always need to have is a title. You don't have to fill in the alias. Once you save the page, the alias is already created for you. So, you know, it's up to you. If you have a very descriptive title, you don't need to put the alias in. Select the section and category you want, whether you want it published and whether you want it on the front page. So really, whether you want it published or not just depends on whether you want it to show yet. If you are working on the article, don't publish it yet, and that way you can revisit it again later on. Over here on the right hand side are parameters of this particular article. Here it lists the author. Typically, if I've done the site for you, I am listed in there, as well as once I create your account, your user account, you'll be listed in there as well. So you should see your name in the drop down. I go to the in the article parameters, you can also mark when you want it to start being published. So, you know, I don't really honestly work with that. I don't need to because I don't publish a lot of articles. So, you know, it just depends. If you have, you know, if If you have different articles that you want to set to publish, like every week, and you want to do it ahead of time, that's where you would do it. On the advanced parameters, typically the only thing I use this for is a lot of times on a lot of your pages, I've taken the author name, created, modified, and all the icons off to make it look like it is actually just a web page. Anybody who has articles that, maybe in the news, that's when I typically leave the author name as showing or as global, and the date and the icons. But here you can control them on the drop down. Hide it if you don't want to see it. Show it if you want to show it. Use global just means it will default to what you have in your menu. So you can control it there as well. Now in terms of the adding images to the articles, all you do, it's very, very simple. All you do is, let's say, click inside where you would want to place the image. Put your cursor there. Click on image down here. And it opens up the Media Manager just like I told you in the Media Manager tutorial. And you would click on the image. You can align it left or right. The importance of doing that is what it does is it pulls all the text to the left or the right of the photo. You can put a caption if you want, and then you would hit insert. And it adds the image. I'm going to take it back out. And then all you would do is hit save. Now let's say that you want, on this page, you don't want to show all the information. Say it's on the front of the website. This is a front page article, and you don't want to show all the information right away. You want like a read more button to appear. Very easy. Place your cursor where at the end of the words that you want to show, and then just click on this read more at the bottom. And it adds the read more break. Obviously you don't see the line there when this, I'll show you. I'll hit apply. When you hit apply just applies your changes, but it doesn't take you out of the editor. So if we look at this, you can click on the read more, and it goes to the full article. Pretty nifty. Now I'm going to go in there and I'm going to take that out. What I'm doing right now is I'm going into what's called the HTML source code editor. This allows me to get in there and take out things quickly. And this little line of code is the horizontal row. So I'm just deleting it, and I'm updating it, and it takes it out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit save and be out of that. And we'll go back to the front, and you'll see it's back to normal again. I'm going to go back into that article real quick so you can see all the different things that you can change to. Now, a lot of your sizes and colors of headings and things like that, like font sizes and font families, they're all controlled, most of them, by what's called a style sheet that is loaded in with the template. Now sometimes with these editors you can override it. If you have a major editor like this one, I can override some of the text. Like I'll change the font family to Arial Black. I'll hit apply, and it changed it slightly for me. So depending on what editor you have, you can do a few extra things. But if you don't do anything to them, it defaults to the template look. So you'll always know that you don't have to change anything on there. And typically all of these are the same type of shortcut icons that most people are used to seeing with editors. So we're going to hit save. Now to add a new page, all you do, very easy, is just click this new button. And there's your plain editor. Put your title, alias if you want to, section and category, and then start typing. Now you'll always want to remember that, even if, let's say, you just want to put information coming soon, you don't have all your information for that page, you need to add something to the body of each one, because if you don't, it won't let you save it. I'm going to cancel. And that should do it for the article manager.